Well, greetings, Business 20 students. This is week 9 in our 16-week course in Business Mathematics, Business 20, here at Norco College, fall 2025. And this week, week 9, we're going to be looking at chapter 12 on annuities and sinking funds. So just as we learned last week about compound interest and present value, an annuity is the same kind of investment. The only difference is in a compound interest, you're only putting money in once. In an annuity, you're putting in payments over a period of time. So maybe every month or every year, you're investing money. And so those payments need to be added to the amount that is accumulating interest. And so these that's what annuity means. It means series of payments. And that can be paid to a investment or paid from an investment to maybe a retirement fund or whatever else. So you're going to figure out how much money do I need to put in every month in order to have a certain amount in the future. That'd be a present value of an annuity. Or you might say, well, how much will I have in 5 years if I put this much away every month for the next 5 years with this interest rate? And then you figure out how much your annuity will be worth in X amount of years. So you're either a future value or a present value of an annuity in the same way that you're going to be that you've solved the compound interest problems. The only difference is annuities, because they're a series of payments, we mess a little bit with the number of periods as well as the table factor that you find using the table factors. You have to add one to some of them, one period. You have to subtract one period depending on whether it's an annuity due or whether it's an ordinary annuity. So you'll be learning all about that in this chapter. And then a sinking fund is where you go, well, I want a certain amount of money in the future. So what do I need to put away now every month or every year to have that? And that's what we call a sinking fund. You're building up to a amount. Maybe you're going to make a purchase on some new equipment, or you need to buy some new vans, a new fleet of vans. You need $1 million to do it. How much do I need to put away now for the next 5 years every month in order to have the 5 million I need with interest, etc. So that's a sinking fund, very much like an annuity. So anyway, that's what you're going to be working on this week. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen and let's open our class in Canvas. And here we go. And by the way, I was doing a weekly Zoom session going over the problems, but I wasn't having anyone show up. And now with my new schedule for the second 8 weeks here, I'm not going to have time to do the videos. However, I've already recorded many videos going over all of these concepts. So, and most students said that the videos are good. So I've only tried to just been updating them to get them to be a little better, hopefully. So anyway, if you do need to meet with me and do need to work out problems, don't hesitate to reach out to me during my office hours. But this week we're going to be in module number 3. We're starting the second half of our 16-week class, so week 9. And once again, you're going to have a read me first and a help Sienna that you have to mark as done. So make sure you read through those. There's also a study page that you need to mark as done. So you may want to look through that. Also, the PowerPoint is in there and some videos. Then you have a formula sheet for both this week and next week. So download that, have that available. It kind of explains again how to do these problems. And then you have again tips for solving word problems. It's the same one. I just keep repeating it. Then you have your check-in assignment. So this is on annuities. And again, this is a quiz type. I think it's a quiz type one. Oh, actually, no, it's not. This one you're going to just be doing downloading the worksheet and then uploading the worksheet. I don't think I set that one up as a quiz yet. So yeah, just do that, download it, and then upload it when you're done. Fill it all out, and then I will grade it. I think it's either you get a complete or you don't, and it's worth 12 and a half points or 10 points. Next to that is a quiz. So review the study page, do the check-in assignment, do the quiz, and then you're going to be starting your next case study. And this one's going to be utilizing both compound interest and a sinking fund. So you probably won't be able to really do it until you've worked through chapter 12 first. So do that first and then get started. You have 2 weeks to do the case study, but this one's going to be you need so much money in the future, or you need money now to do something in the future. So what is the money that you need today going to be in the future? In other words, what's the future value? And then once you know the future value, then you need to do a sinking fund as to how much you need to put away now in order to have everything you're going to need, including inflation upon the amount. So anyway, it's really a two-part. First is figuring out how much inflation is going to add to the amount, and then figuring out what your sinking fund is going to be in order to get that amount by using an annuity to build up to what you need. So anyway, it's a two-part question. So just do both parts. First, do future value of a compound interest, and then do a sinking fund for that new amount. All right. So that's it for week number 9. Um, Keep up the good work. Got behind on grading this week a little bit, so I apologize on that, but I will be getting it all done pretty quickly here. So please keep up the good work. I know I had your midterm exam. That's the big one, so I'll be getting to that over the next few days. All right, until next week, have a wonderful week.